Welcome to the Empowerment Series. This is Adebola Jao, author of Empowered Woman. This month, we're going to be discussing growth. This is one of the definitions of empowerment. It's a really important definition. So in my book, Empowered Woman, one of the definitions of empowerment is that an empowered woman has to be willing to grow. How do we grow? We grow by taking action. We have to get to a point where we realize that growth is essential in life, in everything we do, no matter what age we are. We have to continue growing in the different aspects of our lives and in our different roles as an empowered woman. So for me, as a wife, as a mother, as a professional woman, and as a businesswoman, I have to keep learning how to be a better mom, a better wife, a better professional, and a better businesswoman. And it is in learning these different aspects of our lives and our roles and striving to be good, to be better in these different aspects that we grow. Because if we develop that growth mindset, then we begin to look for the right information to enable us to grow. And as we read or we talk to other moms or professionals, or we take business classes or we read business books, we start to learn. And in this learning, we start to understand the things that are essential for us to move to that next level. And when we learn these things, we start to take actions. We try to implement these learnings, and it is in this implementation that we move to our next level. The other aspect of growth is that we start from where we are. We don't have to go back to scratch. We pretty much start from where we are. Many of us have talents, passion, skills, and experiences that we've gathered over the years. And it's really about harnessing the power of all of this passion, skills, experiences, and using all of this to move us to our next level. We need to get creative with what we do with the gifts that we have. And as we enter that growth mindset and that creative mindset, we start to open our eyes to the possibilities of what we can do with our gifts, with our passion, with our skills, with our experiences. I love that quote that says that the best way to predict the future is to create it. As an empowered woman, we have to be creative, harnessing the power of our skills, talents, and experiences to create our future by growing into our future. Another aspect of growth is the willingness to say yes to the right opportunities and not being afraid to take the next steps to move us to our next level. So fear is huge, and I have a whole section of fear. One of my 5 principles is the ability to conquer fear, because fear is one of the biggest challenges that we all have in moving to our next level. Fear holds us back. Many times we know what to do, but we're afraid to step into that opportunity. We're afraid to try. And one of the things that I'm learning to do is to write down those things that I'm fearful of and practice that. Meaning, feel the fear, but do it anyway. It's not as easy as it sounds, but it's something we have to start practicing in order to get us to our next level. So one challenge I heard from one mentor is to write down the things that you're fearful of. Maybe one thing that you're fearful of, and practice that thing every single day for a month to step into that fear and do those things you're fearful of. And in practicing those things that you're fearful of, you will start to conquer those fears. This is so important. It's such an important practical step to moving to our next level. Another thing that I realize is that fear is constant. Look, even if you conquer this one fear of one thing you're trying to do, when whatever your next level is, that fear moves to that next level. And fear is abstract, it's all in our mind. So we have to realize that it's going to always be there and that we're always going to have to face it in order to move to that next level. So to recap this definition that we've discussed today is that an empowered woman has to be willing to grow. An empowered woman has to leverage her skills, her talents, her passion, and experiences to grow to her next level. An empowered woman has to be willing to say yes to the right opportunities and not be afraid to take those next steps. So it's been nice hanging out with you. I hope you've taken something away from this episode, and I look forward